Hey guys, so welcome back to Zero Escape Virtue's Last Reward. Let's carry on where we left off. We're in the Ambidex room, about to solve a prisoner's dilemma. I've already explained my thoughts, but just to recap, for this first one, as much as I want to trust Alice, I'm going to betray her. If only because I'm going to assume she's acting rational as well, right? And the rational choice is to betray. I went into a long-winded explanation, so did the game, but yes, the rational choice is to betray. But after this is finished, and we all convene once again, we can discuss, hey guys, next time we play this game, we should do ally. For now, we went into this AB room blind, we don't know what's going to happen, we're just going to assume everyone's going to make a bad choice, right? But that's the crux of the problem with the prisoner's dilemma. But in this case, we're going to come into this room repeatedly, so we have actually a better chance of coming out of this with benefits for all of us, where everyone wins. But that's only if everyone cooperates. So, we're gonna have to betray Alice. The explosion.
Explosion?
Yes, that's right. We also had that weird flashback, right? Where it feels like we were in another dimension, and fire was nice to me. I think there's a bomb somewhere in this building. I'm not sure, but it sounded like it was on a timer. Makes sense. You and I were trying to stop it, but we couldn't do anything, and...
Whoa, Sigma!
What?
Calm down! What are you talking about?
It's like we've played this game before.
What is it now?
My head.
It hurts?
Yes. Yeah.
You know, you said it hurt when you first woke up in the AB room too.
Yeah, but we assumed it's because we were knocked out or something, right? And we just woke up in here. It didn't just hurt. It felt like it was going to explode. I wonder if he means that literally, because we died to an explosion, right? And we're probably suffering from the trauma effects of that. So what's going on here? Did we play this game, fail, and then we just reset back here?
Are you alright?
I think so.
Maybe you should rest a little.
Yeah. Maybe I could just lay my head on your lap. It was a joke. It was a joke, Fi. I'm trying to make you happy. Well, not happy, but I'm trying to loosen you up a bit. And not in that way.
Of course. I shouldn't have worried.
Yes. Anyway, that's why I locked us in here, so I could have a little bit of a nap. Fi and I spent the rest of the time until the door opened in silence. The AB game was forgotten as I tried to make sense of what I'd seen. Had it been real in any way? Or was it just a hallucination, brought on by stress, or maybe some strange drug they dosed me with while I was out? It seemed real, though. Was it a premonition? That's also a possibility. Maybe we're actually seeing the future here, but I doubt it, considering the fact that we're probably going to replay this game over and over to get different endings. I'd say that's probably the phenomenon we're going to be dealing with here. It's similar to what Junpei did, where he just reset himself. I had to stifle a bark of laughter at the thought. But you never know. Seeing the future? This wasn't some crappy sci-fi novel. This was real life. Things like that didn't happen. I thought so too. I was just tired. The stress of the Nonary game was probably getting to me more than Fi thought. I was tired, and I was emotional. Hallucination was strange, but really, it was perfectly understandable. But what if I wasn't losing it? What if I was fine? What if it hadn't been an hallucination? I sat there for what felt like hours, my mind running in circles. I wonder if we all remembered different things, like Fi remembered my name, I remember these circumstances, but why only now? Why did it only come in my head now, when we're in the AB room? Why wasn't it in my brain the minute the game started, you know? I could write it off as just, you know, plot convenience, but maybe something else is afoot here.
5 minutes remain
Gotta make a
until
decision.
Ambidex Game polling closes. All players, please enter your votes.
I'm assuming if we don't vote, we get poisoned.
If no
Oh, there we
vote
go.
is recorded before the deadline has passed, any non-voting parties will automatically ally.
Right, okay, there you go. So you have to make the conscious decision to betray. if you don't do anything, you're just gonna default to ally. What the hell was that?
What? Do you need a translator?
My head hurts, okay?
If you don't vote fast enough, then it'll set your vote to ally. Makes sense? Or do I need to use smaller words?
Oh man, Fi and I are gonna get all along just brilliantly. We're both snarky. So if you plan to pick ally, then you don't even really need to go into the AB room.
I guess not.
That's true then, because... So if someone doesn't make it to the AB room, and they're your competition, they automatically ally every time.
We're already in here, though.
Yeah.
So, we might as well figure out what we're gonna do. What's it gonna be, Sigma?
What's it gonna be?
Ally? Or betray?
I've made my decision. Why are you even asking? You made it pretty clear that we should choose betray.
Well, I didn't say should.
But that's what you meant. It's what you implied, okay? You can't just start getting away with it, you know? Like, oh, you're putting words in my mouth there, Sigma.
I just said we didn't really have a choice.
Yeah. That's the same thing.
It's completely different. The former is an active opinion. The latter is just passive information.
Alright, fine. Jeez, you gotta get all technical. Whatever. You still want to betray, right?
Yeah.
Then, why did you ask me? Yeah, see? Turn it around. So we never really finished our conversation from earlier. You said that we'd be screwed if our BP dropped to 1. I thought it was 0, but 1. What did you mean by that? Is something going to happen if our BP gets to 0 or something? But if our BP goes to 1, we'll never lose if we always choose betray. But then that's the thing, right? To get out of here, we need to constantly ally so that everyone benefits. Can we really risk that? See, starting off, like, everything points to betray right now. Otherwise, we're at a severe disadvantage.
We die.
How do you know this, though? What?
If our BP drops to 0, we die. The needles in our bracelets activate.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Well, how the hell do you know that? 0 never said anything about it.
I don't know. I swear, I don't. I know somehow.
I wonder if anyone else has similar sort of experiences like us, knowing things we shouldn't, and remembering things that haven't happened.
There's just this feeling I've got. Like, that's what'll happen.
But why didn't 0 make that clear? You'd think that 0 would want us to know that. Wouldn't make the game a bit more exciting here? Or is she only planning to tell us after we've voted? Oh, come on! That again? You fed me the same line when I asked you why you knew my name. Yeah, but now, Sigma, we know things as well, right? We had that premonition or flashback, depending on how you want to interpret it. So, maybe she's telling the truth here. How can you know all these things when there's no way on Earth? Just like we know there's a bomb. Wait, did you see it?
What?
Did you have some sort of, I don't know, premonition?
What?
Premonition. Do you want me to use smaller words now, Fi?
What the hell are you talking about?
I'm talking about a vision.
You sounded like a crazy person the first time, too.
What? Then you haven't...
Seriously, Sigma, are you okay?
Then how do you know things? And you can fly, yo, okay? You calling me
I
strange?
think there's something wrong with you.
I don't really, like... I don't want it to seem like I hate Fi. I don't. I'm just bantering with her, so don't worry. I think she's quite cool and interesting. This was wrong. Fi was supposed to be acting strange, not me. Instead, here she was asking if I was okay. But what if it wasn't just her? What if I was losing it too? I groaned. My head felt awful. It was like someone had thrown my brain in a food processor and hit puree.
1 minute remains until Ambidex Game polling closes.
Time to make a choice.
Hey, it's almost time. What are you gonna pick?
Jeez, leaving it to the last minute, Sigma? Jeez, I'm not in university or anything.
If you aren't going to do it, then
No, I'm fine. I'll do it.
You're gonna choose betray, right?
you know, if you're free to do it as well. Yeah, don't worry about it.
Alright, take it away.
30 seconds remain until Ambidex Game polling closes.
And at least if I do choose Betray, it's kind of like a mutual decision that we've made. Like, we both consent to choosing Betray here. If I choose Ally, then, you know, Fi will get mad at me. Well, she won't get mad, but maybe she would, because it's kind of an unpleasant surprise after saying that I'm going to choose Betray, right? She'll be doubly mad if Alice chose Betray as well. I stood in front of the selection screen and took a deep breath. This was it. I ran over my options one last time. There was only one possible choice. Betray. Sorry, Alice. It's the only way.
Round 1 of the Ambidex Game has been completed.
Ooh, what are the results?
Results will be displayed in the warehouse.
Jeez.
Thank you for your participation.
Oh, thank you, Aperture Science Lady.
Ambidex gates now opening.
Oh man, my stomach would just be swirling right now if I was actually here. I'd be like, oh my god, I chose Betray. People are gonna see that I chose Betray. But at least I can explain it, you know? I can be like, I chose Betray because Prisoner's Dilemma. Whether they believe me or not is another thing entirely, but still. And it keeps us alive, right? If Fi is right, and the BP going to 0 actually gets us killed. As Fi and I stepped out of the AB room, I could see the others running toward the projection, shoving and pushing to get closer. Everyone's excited to see the results. I did the right thing, right?
What do you mean?
You know what I mean. You were right there. You watched me choose Betray.
Oh.
Really now? You're gonna leave me like that?
Well, what choice did you have?
Thanks.
That's the kind of game this is.
Fair enough.
What's up?
What's up?
Siggy!
Why are you singling me out here?
No! Hey, what are you kids doing over there? We're about to announce the results.
Cool.
Let's go.
Alright, so what have we got? We've got potential death if our BP reaches 0. We've got a bomb somewhere in this building, which we're not aware of. Both of these things we're not aware of, because 0 hasn't told us anything.
We'll find out if you made the right choice.
Alright. Here we go. Actually, you know what? Now that I think about it longer, Alice is probably the person who would choose Betray.
Looks like you're all here.
Even though I kind
Finally.
of trust her. I trust her, but I feel like she would choose Betray in this option, in this situation as well.
Let's get ready to rock! Ambidex Game! Round 1! The results!
Jeez, it's like listening to my freaking exam, like, results.
If everybody would please direct their eyes to this monitor.
Just reveal it already. Ooh. Oh, sorry, Alice. My B. Well, that worked out well. Didn't it? On the bright side, we're ahead.
Here are the results from your game.
Now what? Okay, Fi, you do the talking here. I push the button. You explain.
Now, let us check the numbers on our bracelets.
Ouch, ouch. Okay, why me? Ow!
Huh? That was quite a smack.
I had her too, you know. We made this choice together.
What the hell is wrong with you?
You know, game theory? You made an irrational choice. I blame you here.
Don't you realize what you've done?
I do. I do.
Of course.
Oh, thank you, Fi. Take it away. We chose Betray. Okay, you didn't have to repeat it. That's probably just rubbing salt in the wounds here.
Hence the slaps.
Right. Great.
Come on now, I think once was enough.
Yeah, you're finding this funny, aren't you?
1,000 times wouldn't be enough. I don't think you understand just how bad this is.
Wait, why? I'm sorry.
This isn't the kind of thing you can just apologize for.
Okay, well, look, we're playing again. Okay, we're gonna come back to the Ambidex rooms. We'll sort it out, all right? Then what am I supposed to do?
The fact that you're even asking that question is insane. How stupid are you?
Okay, that's debatable. All right, like I said, you made the irrational choice. Okay, so you can't. I made a rational choice. Sure, you could say I'm stupid for not wanting to get out of here, but I made the decision based on the fact that I thought you were going to do this. All right, I was trying to predict your move. That's why I chose Betray.
Alice, why did you choose Ally?
Can you even hear yourself? It's almost like you're saying I'm the idiot for choosing Ally.
We didn't say that.
Yeah, I didn't say it out loud. I just said,
Haven't you ever heard of the prisoner's dilemma?
oh my god. Yes, I have. You went the wrong way, you doofus. We have.
Then why, for fuck's sake, did you choose Betray?
Because the prisoner's dilemma is literally what I followed. Choosing Betray. Okay? Now I can definitely say you made a dumb decision.
We all get out of here quickest if everyone chooses Ally. Any idiot can see that.
I am aware of that.
So, why did you?
Because I'm making a rational decision first off, and then we can discuss it as a group after we leave, and then we can make a decision to ally every damn time. Alice. I'm sorry. Okay, yeah. As long as you're just saying sorry, like, for the sake of saying sorry, but don't feel really bad, Sigma. The fact that she knew of the prisoner's dilemma and still made that choice, you know? Really, I feel terrible. So...
Forget it. I'm never going to trust you or Phi again.
Fair enough. I don't blame you, but I'm just saying. I'm just playing the Nonary Game Ambidex Edition.
You'll pay for this.
I probably will. Alice stormed off. She threw one last hurt, scornful look over her shoulder as she left, and it stabbed me right through the heart. One of the other teams seemed to be dealing with a similar issue. Tenmyuji and Kay and Clover. See, Clover chose Betray as well, okay? And you're friends. So you go give her a piece of your mind too. Don't just slap
I really
me.
don't know what I can say. We had no idea you would choose Ally.
Yeah.
No way I'd choose Betray. Not with Clover on the other side.
What? What do you mean?
What does that mean?
Do you have an interest in Clover?
What? No, no. That's not... No.
What is it then?
Well,
Tenmyuji?
You'd have to be crazy to pick Ally.
Thank you. Now explain that to your friend, please.
The only way it'd make any sense to do that is if you really, really trusted the other person.
so you're saying you don't trust me then?
Duh!
She doesn't know you.
Are you senile? Why the hell would I trust some old geezer I just met a few hours ago?
Ah. I see. Say no more.
Okay, I feel bad. Like, you probably could have phrased that a bit better there, Clover. Now I feel really bad for Tenmyuji, but still. See, at least Tenmyuji's not going, so, I chose Ally because of the prisoner's dilemma, okay? It's just, it's not right, okay? I'm trying to think of an example off the top of my head of, like, why something's wrong, you know? But,
Didn't
yeah.
think it'd hurt this much.
It's like, it's completely the opposite of game theory.
Huh? What's that supposed to mean? You're starting to get kind of creepy.
Well, Clover doesn't know what her affiliation with Tenmyuji is. Apparently he's... Well, not apparently. I don't know for sure, but it could be Quark's grandfather.
Creepy, huh? I understand.
and I can understand why people might choose ally, like playing through the first time as well, if you're playing this game. Because you want to trust these guys, right? You want to trust your fellow teammates. And you want to maybe, like, say, you want to make yourself look good. I chose ally, you chose betray, you're a bad guy, I'm a good guy. But, yeah, like, I've explained my position. Whether you agree or not is entirely up to you. Let me know in the comments what you did. Actually, that'll be quite interesting to see what everyone did on their first prisoner's dilemma. But yeah, I've made my case, and Alice has made hers. I don't particularly agree with her case, but yeah. Oh man, this is awesome already. Like, this game is making me just think of the dynamics of this. It's great.
I guess I just haven't had enough time to earn your trust.
Yeah, I'd say so.
I suppose you could say that. I just didn't really expect you to be so nice about it.
Well, looks like those guys managed to get through this all right. Figure that means the fault here's got to be mine.
Huh?
I don't want to say anything out loud. Just say. Just say.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
And so the other guys both chose ally.
Don't worry about it.
That's nice.
We only did what anybody else would do. Right, Mr. Dio?
Yeah,
You sounded hesitant there.
exactly.
What's that all about? In our flashback, we saw him, like, getting pinned down by Sigma, didn't we? Dio, Quark, and Luna, on the other hand, seem to have resolved things amicably, by all choosing ally. No doubt we were all wishing we'd done the same. But why had Dio sounded so awkward? What had happened in the AB room? Only Dio and Quark knew for sure.
Zero, when does the next round start?
What makes you think we'll be having another round?
Because this is the only way to get BP points, right? Or was that just a one-off thing?
Well, you said round one.
Yeah.
If there's a round one, then there's likely a round two.
Besides, didn't you say the goal of the AB game was to get 9 BP?
Yep, impossible to get it on your first try.
That's impossible without a second round.
Oh, yeah. I guess you got a point. You're right. There will be a second round.
When?
But is it going to be different then?
I don't know.
Why not?
The voting happens when an AB gate opens.
So it's always going to be voting then.
They're already open.
Right you are.
So we can go back in and do it again right now.
So, let me just close them.
There you go.
The Ambidex gates have closed.
But yeah, if it was someone I knew, like maybe I guess if Clover and Alice were allied, which is a possibility, right? If we didn't go with Alice, we chose a different combo where Clover, Kay go with Alice, they probably would have chosen ally, right? Because that's what Clover just said. You only choose ally if you really trust them. And obviously Alice and Clover know each other, they're always going to choose ally, surely. Well, we know Alice would always choose ally, so maybe that's the clue of the first stage of getting a good ending? I don't know.
Round 2 of the Ambidex game will be the Moon Round.
The Moon Round.
Moon cards will be required to open the gates.
Right, so we had the Sun card? I can't remember. But when we do the safes, right, there are only 3 symbols. Sun, Moon, Star. Does that mean there's only going to be 3 rounds? Yeah, so we had Sun card. Moon cards? Does that mean we can't use these cards anymore, since they've got suns on them?
Yes, indeedy.
Makes sense.
Now, you'll have to look for cards with moons on them.
So, how many times do we play the AB game?
I feel like it's 3.
I don't know. As many times as you need to.
Until a bomb goes off.
It's anybody's guess how long it'll go. But I plan on keeping this party going until somebody opens the number 9 door.
So technically we could be here forever, if everyone just keeps choosing Betray over and over and over again.
So it's over when someone gets 9 BP.
I wouldn't say necessarily it's over when someone goes through the door.
Nope. As long as that person doesn't open the number 9 door, the game goes on!
Exactly. They can stay behind to help people, but they leave themselves vulnerable to get betrayed.
Of course. You could also get stuck just below 9 BP, where every bunny just keeps going back and forth, winning and losing points. After all, if there's no bunny with 9 BP, the door can't open. If that happens, you'll just have to continue on to round 3, and round 4, and round 5, round 100, round 2000. You might even go all the way up to round 24,009,004,897.
Only if you feed us, you bunny.
Although, I really, really hope it doesn't come to that.
Hey, can I ask you something?
I don't know. Can you?
Yeah, you can't ask a question by starting with, can I ask you a question? You just ask the question, Sigma, okay? There's rules about who can go into the secondary doors, right? Like, you have to have 3 people exactly?
Yeah? So?
Is that the same with the 9 door? Well, what about the number 9 door? Are the rules the same?
Nope.
Anyone can go through, even one person. But once someone goes through, you have to go through right then and there, and you have to have 9 points.
There aren't any rules about how many people can go through that door.
All 9 of us could go, if we wanted to.
It could be 1 person, or 2 people, or even all 9 of you. There is one thing though, Siggy. All that stuff about how you have to have 3 people to go through the secondary chromatic doors.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe it's not 100% true.
Yeah, because what if someone dies, right? Then we're screwed. One pair is screwed. Because you need 3 people every time. So are you gonna pro-rata every time someone dies or something like that? What? What do you mean?
Well, you can open the door with just 1 or 2 people if you want.
That's not what you told us.
Well, I didn't want to make things complicated.
There's a lot of things this bunny hasn't told us.
Then explain it now.
Just use the bracelets.
What? How?
There's a sort of scanner between the 2 doors.
Yep, we saw that.
It checks to see if the right people are going through. But that doesn't necessarily mean it's scanning the people.
Scanning the bracelets.
So, it's scanning the bracelets then?
Right, so if someone dies, that bracelet comes off, you can take the bracelet with you. That would be the workaround.
Ding ding ding! As long as the scanner sees the right combination of bracelets,
Are there any hidden bracelets around like last time?
it doesn't matter how many people there are!
But, wait, hold on a minute. Do these things even come off?
No, yes!
Only if your heart stops beating.
They do indeed.
Or you get out of here.
Then how do I take it off?
Well, there's 2 ways. The first is to get through the number 9 door and escape.
Mm-hmm.
As soon as you're out, the bracelet unlocks all by itself.
What's the second way? Hey, Zero, wake up, will ya? What's the second way?
Oh, B.O. I think you already know.
What?
Do you really want to get rid of that bracelet?
Yeah, you're gonna have to give your life for it.
Of course I do.
Oh, well, I see. It's easy. Nothing to it, really.
I'm already finding this a lot more engaging
Die.
than 999, which is not that 999 was bad, but like this is just like, whoa, this is like next level. Yeah.
Here's an exciting fact. Your heart creates a bunch of faint electrical impulses. You know what an electrocardiogram is, right?
Totally, yeah, sure. No worries. All good. I use it all the time in my accounting profession.
Technically, it's a machine that graphs the electric current flowing across the myocardium, but you probably know it as the thing in the hospital with the little light that goes beep, 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 beep. When someone dies on a TV show.
Right.
Anyway, the point is that you can detect the electricity that your heart makes by pumping blood. Your fancy little bracelets pick up on that. They're always watching. So, when that signal goes away...
The lock on the bracelet releases, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. So there you go. The second way. Your heart stops. Your bracelet comes off. Apart from that, there's no other way to get the bracelets off.
Chop your arm off. That's what Snake did once, right? Oh, sorry. I think he just removed his arm.
If you try something harebrained, like trying to break them or something, you'll be disobeying the rules. I don't think I need to remind you what happens when you do that. But if you're lucky, you might get to see a few of them come off during the next round.
What?
Oops.
There you go. That's, I guess this is the reveal that if you get below 0 BP, you're screwed.
I guess it's not gonna be very lucky for some of you, huh?
So, let's recap here. Alice has got 1 point, right? She'd have to choose betray over and over again to keep herself alive in the game, right? The only way she can get BP is if she betrays and the other person allies, or if she chooses ally and the other person chooses ally. Fat chance of her ever choosing ally unless she's paired up with Clover. But even then, imagine if Clover decides to betray Alice. Alice would die. I don't know what the extent of their relationship is, how much they trust each other. I'm just assuming that they do trust each other because of the initial introductions. But yeah, he's scary. And Tenmuji, I don't know what's going to happen with him.
Next round.
Yep.
And see, we've got a little bit of slack now, right? So if we did pair up with Tenmuji next, and we choose ally, and he chooses betray, we're back down to 3. He's up to 4, right? So we've still got a bit of space before we hit 0, right? We'll get 2 chances. Because we can always go back, we can still go back down to 1, and then go down to 0.
What do you mean?
Well, do I have to explain everything? Somebody might die during the next round of the AB game.
Yeah, here it comes.
There. That's pretty clear, right?
If I had to guess, I'd say it's going to be 10 mealdy or less. One or the other.
Or...
It might be both of them.
I can't remember the arrangement of how things go, but if we're going to try and save them both, we'd have to try and pair Alice with Clover and pair Tenmuji with us, and we can do ally.
Wait, what?
Why am I going to die?
I guess I can tell you why. Anyone whose BP drops to 0 gets penalized, just like when you break the rules.
It would have been handy to know before we played the game, then she probably would have chosen betray.
I'm pretty sure I already told you what the penalty is.
Is that like a meta thing? Like, you've already told us what the penalty is in another lifetime or something? You mean the needles in our bracelets are gonna activate? And we'll die?
Correct, Siggy. Full marks.
Thanks. So, Fi had been right. But how had she known before 0 told us? It's the million-dollar question.
Alice and I only have 1 BP. That means we'd have less than 0 if we lost 2 points.
Yep.
What?
What the hell? This is important stuff. Why didn't you tell us about this earlier?
Sorry.
See, now she'll be even more mad now.
Sorry's not going to cut it. I thought you were supposed to tell us the rules, not hide them.
That's twice she said that.
Well...
Is there anything else you've conveniently left out?
Yeah, to be honest. Is there?
It's not fair to make people play a game without explaining all the rules.
You want to explain that there's a bomb somewhere in this building?
I think it's fair.
Really?
After all, it's not like anybody else knew. Right?
Right, Fido?
Uh-oh. 1 outs. We've been called out.
Yeah, I guess so.
How do you know that she knows? I took a moment to go over everything in my head. The AB game would continue until someone opened the number 9 door, potentially forever. There were no rules about how many people could or couldn't pass through the number 9 door. But could we really go on forever? Surely there's a limit, like, obviously we're not going to go on forever because it's a game, but I'm just saying, like, there's only so many puzzles 0 could arrange for us to keep doing, right? Surely there's an end to this facility. Or is she going to start reusing rooms and changing things? There were no rules about how many people could or couldn't pass through the number 9 door. That meant it was possible for everyone to escape. The secondary chromatic doors could be opened by any number of people, so long as you had the right bracelets. The bracelets would only unlock under 2 conditions: if you left the building, or if your heart stopped. If your BP hit 0, the needles in your bracelet would activate, killing you.
Oh, one last thing.
But then that's another thing, right? If you're paired up with Alice and Tin Muji, if you choose Betray, you're basically taking a chance that you will kill them, knowing that, you know? They would have to choose Betray as well. That can be pretty ruthless. See, if that was the case, then I wouldn't have chosen Betray. I'd have tried to save Alice, if she had 1 BP, and I had 3. But it is what it is.
The next set of chromatic doors you'll be going through are downstairs.
Correct. So 40 minutes have passed while we were in the AB room, so that's cut down some time significantly.
You already saw them, right? There should have been 3. Red, blue, and green.
Right, these are just our bracelet colors.
That means that to get through, you'll need bracelets in cyan, magenta, and yellow.
Oh, we're switching bracelets around now.
But wait! You've already got those bracelets!
What?
Have a look! The color's changed, hasn't it?
Oh, they did, didn't they? It was yellow. I saw a yellow bracelet. I didn't even realize. It did change. I'm yellow now.
So am I.
Me too.
Oh, wow. We've changed pairs.
It looks like the color wasn't the only thing that changed.
What do you mean?
Well, it looks like our groups have changed too.
I think Alice was still solo. I'm paired up with Luna.
I was a solo last round, but now it says pair.
Wait. Really? Mine still says solo.
Yeah.
It looks like Luna and I both changed. Although I've gone from solo to pair.
I'm the opposite.
Yeah, so now we're splitting off from Vi.
Mine went from pair to solo.
No change here. Still a pair. I guess this must be magenta. Are you 2 magenta too?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Quark, Clover, and I are cyan.
Cyan, huh?
I think Mr. K and I are pairs. And Miss Clover is a solo?
Looks like it.
Oh, damn it. We can't pair Clover up with Alice. Which
When
means
did they change?
there's a very high chance she might bite the dust.
Back when the AB gates closed. As soon as the gates close, your colors get all shuffled up automatically.
I wonder if her power is going to kick in, you know? The power, I think, where she's all ice. I don't know what that would do in the game like this, but yeah.
The pair and solo assignments hop around a bit too. And of course, it's totally random. No rules or anything! Now, with all of that explained, I must bid you adieu. Sadly, we may never meet again.
Yeah, I think he used adieu wrong here.
What?
Yeah, what does that mean?
Well, there's not really anything for me to facilitate anymore.
Because we know all the rules now?
I mean, you guys are good from here, right?
Somehow I doubt it. You're gonna come back.
I'll
Stop pretending.
never see you guys again.
BS. I'm not buying any of it.
Did you really think I was gonna cry?
No, not for a second.
Suckers!
Dickhead.
As if I'd cry over you dummies.
You're an AI, you can't even cry. What the? You fucking dick. Same word as I said. Oh, my alarm went off. My bad.
You mad? Anyway, good luck.
I ain't mad. I expected it, so joke's on you.
I may be gone, but I'm always watching.
You're alright. Have a nice dick.
Maybe I'll see you again someday.
Have a nice tragedy.
So you're just gonna be passive from now on, I guess. Oh boy.
That little piece of shit. If I could just get my hands on that little fucker, I'd squeeze him till he popped.
That sounds gross. I don't really want to think about that.
So what happens now? We've still got a while until the chromatic doors open.
We discuss room assignments and what we're gonna do to get out of here. Oh, wow, that's a lot of time. Yeah, looks like about 42 minutes.
We should go and see if we can find any other exits. Maybe there's a vent or a disposal chute or something. If there's a chance Zero missed something.
I concur. There's no point in standing around.
There's no way Zero missed something, but I suppose it wouldn't hurt to look.
We lose nothing by looking.
Yeah.
And if we find nothing, we can always return and go through the chromatic doors.
Exactly.
Let's split up. 5 minutes would give us a good half hour or so. Let's meet in front of the chromatic doors 5 minutes before they open then. Any objections?
Not right now. There were none. After some nods and mumbling, they split up and moved off to investigate. I was the only person who stayed behind. Damn. How the hell did I end up here? Why? Why me? Try as I might, I couldn't think of anything I'd done that could have landed me in Zero's game. I hadn't pissed anyone off, at least not this bad. I didn't owe anybody money. My family certainly wasn't rich. If anyone was hoping to get a fat ransom payout from me, they were going to be very disappointed. Obviously, I wasn't some kind of genius, nor was I an Olympic athlete. And I certainly hadn't been chosen by God to fulfill some great purpose on this earth. Athlete. Well, at least if I was, I didn't know it yet. Had I started a fight with a frightening and mysterious new religion? No. Had I hacked into some terrorist group's server? No. I don't even know what Sigma's occupation is. He kind of looked like a security guard. Or a mechanic or something. I couldn't quite tell from his sprite, but... Had I witnessed an assassination? No. Had I gotten wasted and had a one-night stand with the mistress of a prominent politician? Well, yes. But it was just the one time. And she was the one who went after me. Are you being serious, or are you just joking? I don't even know. I don't know. Anyway, I was just an ordinary college student. Okay, college student. Classic. If there was a reason I'd been abducted and put in the Nonary Game, I sure couldn't see it. Why was this happening to me? I thought back to what I'd been doing right before I was taken. The memories were still a little blurry, but they were there. What memories are they? December 25th, 2028. Early morning, California desert. The moon was beautiful. I'd just finished writing a paper due that day. Due on Christmas? God. And was heading to my car from the research building. The parking lot was empty, and a bright moon cast sharp shadows across the chilly pavement. How early in the morning was this? The last time I'd looked at the clock, it said it was 2 in the morning, which meant that today was Christmas Day. So why was I at school, typing away feverishly on Christmas? There were 3 reasons. First, my home computer had suddenly decided to eat shit. When I hit the power button, I just got nothing. I didn't have time to spend all night troubleshooting the stupid thing, so I headed back to campus to use one of the school machines. Second, the professor in charge of my research group was a Buddhist. Okay. Christmas didn't appear to have any sort of significance to him, and part of me couldn't shake the thought that he was trying to make some kind of point. Well, makes sense then why he'd set the paper due on Christmas. Still, geez, how inconsiderate. Like, other people do see significance in Christmas, you know? Third, my girlfriend had broken up with me a week before. I'm sorry, I don't think we should see each other anymore. Goodbye. All I'd got was that one cold email. Try as I might, I couldn't even get in touch with her. Jeez, via email? It's a bit harsh. Of course, that meant I wouldn't be attending the party we'd been planning on going to. Somehow I didn't think drinking by myself around a bunch of happy couples would really be a good idea. Fair enough. At any rate, I'd stayed up all night to finish my paper, and emailed it off to my professor before the sun began to rise. I think you're doing fine, it's 2 in the morning, right? As I walked across the parking lot, I felt light. Perhaps it was the relief of finishing my paper. Or perhaps it was the 5 energy drinks I'd chugged to stay awake. Perhaps it was both. Okay, seriously? How are you still alive? That's too much caffeine. People die drinking too many energy drinks in one day, you know. Sigma. Jeez. I slid into my car and stuck the key into the ignition after only 2 tries. It only took you 2 tries to get the key in? So, let's see what you're wearing here. Some sort of short sleeve shirt. Looks like some sort of anarchy logo on your shirt there. I don't know what that is. See, that shield kind of made me think you were a security guard, but apparently not. I twisted the key. Nothing happened. Huh? I jiggled the key in the slot and tried again. Again. And again. On the 5th try, the engine made an odd creaking noise, like metal on metal, and fell silent. You don't keep doing it, dude. You wait a while. Might have flooded the engine. God damn it. You stupid piece of shit! I screamed and pounded on the steering wheel, but nothing worked. The console was about to get a visit from my fist when... What's that? Oh, that's the smoke. Huh? What? What the hell is this? Why is my car smoking? I clawed at the door, and for a moment, I thought that it was just my panic and lack of sleep that were keeping me from opening it. It wasn't long before I realized the truth. Shit! Open, goddammit! What was going on? My mind was racing, trying desperately to puzzle out what was happening, through a haze of fear and caffeine-fueled neuron misfires. That was when I saw it. Just a glimpse in the rear-view mirror. But I was certain. There was someone behind my car. I spun around as fast as a very tired college student sitting in a car can. Who's there? It's even the same outfit as the original Zero, right? So, could it be Akane again? My vision started to swim as the smoke filled the car. The more of it I inhaled, the heavier my body felt, and I could already feel the world starting to go dark. The last of my strength failed, and I collapsed sideways into the passenger seat. My eyes slowly drooped closed. And we woke up in the AB room, right? When they opened again, I was in the AB room with Phi. Why is this happening to me? I spent a few minutes wallowing in misery. I figured I deserved at least a little self-pity. But even I knew that brooding and whining wasn't going to get me anywhere. Like Kay had said, we needed to at least try and find another way out. So I shook my head to clear it, stood up straight, and headed off. Where are we going? I don't know. Let's figure it out.